Okay, number 10 here would actually be quite a special one that would need a little attention, need to some special attention to. Just like unusual, just like the usual case here, we have an exponential equation where the two sides do not agree with the common base. And we can apply method number 2 to solve for this equation. However, the course compass would like to see you leave the answer in terms of logarithm. So here's how you can do it. So it can become tricky some point. Okay, so at the beginning, once again, with the equation, I'm gonna take just simply natural log of 3 on the left-hand side, and I'm taking natural log of 7 on the right-hand side. Okay, and then the natural log of 3 on the left-hand side, I would multiply that to the power, to the exponents component, to the exponential part. So I have 2x plus 1 as the exponent. And then natural log of 7, I would multiply that to x minus 3. That's how method number 2 is working. Okay, and now at this point, what I would need to do is now thinking of each of these natural log of 3 or natural log of 7, thinking of each of these quantity that I underline right here as one existing number. And what you can do is you can multiply that distributive law, distribute that natural log of 3 to each term on the left-hand side, and at the same time you can distribute that natural log of 7 into each term on the right-hand side. Okay? And so now what we can proceed further from here is it's gonna become 2 times natural log of 3 times x plus natural log of 3 times 1 is natural log of 3 equals x, or you can just do natural log of 7 times x minus 3 times natural log of 7. Okay, that is going to be the next step. All right, and now what you can do now is that think about the two natural log of 3x here and natural log of 7x here. They are like terms. They are like x terms on the two-hand side. But now before you do subtracting like terms on the two-hand side, what I can do further is remember the rule for logs. You can always bring the coefficient 2 in front of the natural log of 3 right here. You can bring that and make that become the power for 3. So what I can do is this little expression that I'm underlining right here, that would become natural log of 3 squared, right? And that's all in one quantity, and I multiply that with x, okay? And then plus natural log of 3 equals natural log of 7 times x, and then here same thing, I can turn that 3 into the power for 7, so I have minus natural log of 7 to the cube power. Okay, so cleaning up the expressions a little bit, I have natural log of 9 x times natural log of 9 plus natural log of 3 equals x times natural log of 7 minus natural log of 343. Okay, and so now at this point, I'm going to have to collect like terms. The like terms here are x times natural log 9, x times natural log 7. So I would subtract x times natural log 7 from both sides. And then I'm also going to subtract natural log of 3 from both sides. And my next step here would contain, I have x times natural log of 9 minus x times natural log of 7 equals minus natural log of 343 minus natural log of 3. Okay? And so here at this point, in my two terms on the left-hand side, I can see common factor x. So now I can just factor out x, and then times with natural log of 9 minus natural log of 7. And then all that here equals 2. And I can also factor out my minus sign right here, so I have negative sign, and then natural log of 343 plus natural log of 3. Okay? And be patient with me here. The answer is becoming close. It's just now around the corner. Now, on the left-hand side, once again, go back to the left-hand side. What I can see here is, I can, according to rule number 2 on your log review that I handed out the other day, you can go natural log of 9 over 7 according to the quotient rule for log. And then what you can do is multiply with x in front, and then equals to minus sign, and then in my parentheses here on the right hand side, I can do natural log of 343 times 3, okay, which in the end will give you all that here is going to be a minus natural log of 1029. Okay, so my current equation here that I have is x times natural log of 9 over 7 equals minus natural log of 1029. So now my last step here would be dividing both sides by natural log of 9 over 7. Okay, natural log of 9 over 7. So now finally, my answer to this equation will be just simply x equals natural log of 1029 over natural log of 9 minus 9 over 7. And this is my only answer that I can find in this problem.